I'm just waiting for the government to tell me I got to take that third dose of the Pfizer vaccine. I'm rushing to that shit. Whatever genetically modified shit it's bringing, I'm doing it. I'm buying the fucking Pfizer stock when it goes up after they make the announcement. You know,
Go for it.
You gotta live however you gotta make a living, bro.
I'm
You
not
gotta
mad
make
at
a
that.
living.
Dude, is that a trophy?
That's a chess trophy.
You play chess?
I do play chess.
Nice. I've never learned how to play chess.
That is you're gonna have to learn.
I was very good at checkers though.
It's not the same.
I mean, I'm aware it's not the same, but
Yeah,
I'd whoop that ass in checkers though.
you probably would whip my ass in checkers. It's not.
Do you play any other type of games? I used to play poker.
I don't know how to play poker.
What?
Nah.
Damn. I do online poker. I used to do it a
Online
lot.
poker. No, I've never. No.
There's something called Bovada that I have on my laptop, and I would just be playing poker there. Somebody kind of taught me how to like play poker a little bit.
People really make online bets, right? Like playing poker.
Bro, forget online bets. People make a living.
Yeah, people do that.
Like it's
That's a risky one, though, right? They're making a living. They're taking someone's money. That shit ain't free.
that yeah.
Someone's losing.
No, yeah, but you got to think about how many people out there are just playing as like for fun against people who are actually just there to take your money.
But then how many people are there? They're just fucked. They're like, all right, this one I'm gonna win.
That's what I'm saying. Those
This one
type of
I'm
people
going,
that
like-
are like actually, because you gotta bet on a good hand always. Like if you have a shitty hand, like you just gotta like fold immediately.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. I got to the point where I was making like more than, like I was on a positive profit. You know what I
You
mean?
were making a profit. It was profitable. That's a good start.
Yeah, but nothing crazy. Don't think I was
doesn't
making like, but
doesn't
I was
matter.
above my, like I started with like 20 and I'm at like $50 now.
You know, they made something new similar to that. Like there's this platform now where you can just make a bet. Like it's like a yes or no bet.
Okay.
Like, is team A or B gonna win or some shit like that?
Isn't that just like FanDuel or like just?
But it's for everything. It's not like I put sports as an example, which is
Okay.
a bad example because it's already all over the place. Like sports gambling is rampant.
Yeah.
But there's a whole bunch of other shit they're doing it for. Like, you know, what year is Jeff Bezos gonna die in or some shit like that. Like anything.
That's fucking random.
And people will bet on it, right? And it's like a yes or no thing. It's like binary or options,
Right.
Really specific, and you just bet on a side, and if you're right or you're wrong, like you get a certain amount of the cut.
Did your dog just fart?
He rips ass occasionally,
I heard something really loud. I just had to ask. Maybe the listeners
but you
heard
won't
that.
hear him, bro. It's silent but deadly.
Oh, he's one of those.
He's one of those. Yeah,
That's funny.
highly recommend you stay away from those. Like evade.
I was gonna say, fuck. What were we talking about? We were talking about poker.
We were talking about gambling addictions, bro. That's what we were talking about.
Damn, that's not even a healthy addiction.
All of those addictions are like awesome if you think about it. You know?
Gambling?
There's nothing more fun than just getting all your money, going to the casino, smoking a little crack, drinking a little bit, and saying, "Fuck it, I'm winging it tonight."
Dude, I'm going to Vegas actually in October.
You're taking a risk there.
I mean, I'm going just to have fun, but
Bring a you know, a credit card. You know what I mean? Just
bring a credit card.
bring a credit card.
Why?
We'll see. It's Vegas.
I might gamble a little bit.
I told you about the business I wanted to start in Vegas.
I don't remember.
I didn't tell you about the business. You know how people get married in Vegas?
Oh yeah, you told me.
I gotta make a divorce, like
A
right there,
divorce
like a
business
divorce
right on the
office
strip?
right next to that shit.
I think
So-
somebody probably already beats that.
No, they can't beat me to that.
I'm pretty sure there's already a divorce.
You gotta like buy out whatever business is right next to it and just plan it right there so they can know.
You think that's an occasional thing though?
Well,
Where like it happens frequently?
I know it happens, but I just don't know who these people are.
We need a reality show based on this.
What we need is interviewing people like that.
We need those type of guests on the
Realize-
podcast.
You know what I saw the other day?
Yeah.
You know, there's one guy who edited like 1/4 of the shit on Wikipedia. He's the guy
The whole thing?
the whole thing.
Okay.
Like I saw him on the news.
Okay.
He was like this fat dude. and he talked like he's out of this slightly autistic or some shit.
Okay.
Right? And it's just he looks exactly 100% how I expected him to look.
Okay.
You might think I'm stereotyping people, the autistic. It's like, nah, he looked that way. It's not my fault. Fuck.
Right.
He looked the way he looked. This is a guy who created 1/4 of that shit. He did it for free.
The whole Wikipedia thing?
Ask yourself, like, why?
What was the goal?
Yes, why? Like,
He wanted people to be have knowledge.
I don't even know if they asked him that question. No, that's a bullshit answer. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, Wikipedia is non-profit, right?
Yeah, there's nothing to... I mean, I've edited shit on Wikipedia. Literally, I mean, it's the easiest shit in the world to do.
I'm pretty sure he's made some money just for the... But wait, you didn't say he invented Wikipedia.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
He
invent
just
it.
edited 1/4 of Wikipedia.
He just put 1/4 of the shit that's in there, 1/4 of the information.
Just imagine that on your tombstone. The dude who edited.
He has his own Wikipedia page now, based on the fact that he did that, which is ironic.
Did he make it?
It's I don't know if he made it, but it's
that would be
it's
fucking
there.
ironic.
And it's like because one guy was like, "Do we have the sources for this?" I'm like, "Bro, we have like 8 interviews on like stations."
That's it. It's verified.
I'm
We need
like,
it on
damn,
Wiki.
this is legit.
We need it on Wiki now. That's swag.
It's amazing to me that this sort of stuff happens.
You have a contender, fight sports, something to put on your chest, I'm assuming, to hit people.
Yeah, that's something that you gotta you gotta wear. You know, I've been training my brother.
Swag.
You know, it's good to train, to know how to like murder.
You used to be into MMA.
I fucking love MMA.
What happened, bro? Are you still doing it?
Obviously not. I mean, look at how chubby I've gotten, bro. I put on some fucking weight.
Why'd you stop?
I'm still working out and shit. Just fucking laziness. Absolute fucking laziness.
That's my problem. I'm just a very skinny guy, and I could be looking way better.
But I was in it for 5 fucking years, beating that shit hard. No,
I remember,
no pun intended.
High school days.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Damn.
There's something that happens that builds like real discipline.
Yeah, man.
About being pushed in like a combat sport. Cause it's an issue. It's not the same like basketball and shit.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Those guys are bigger athletes than I'll ever be. They're tougher athletes than I'll ever be.
For sure.
But there's no competition there. There's no comparison. You know,
getting your ass whooped is just getting your ass whooped.
It's brutal.
Stuff.
Brutal. I think the worst one though is probably wrestling.
My dad used to be big on wrestling.
Wrestling is 100%. It's. You ask anyone that's in MMA, you ask them like which is the hardest martial art to compete in. They'll be like, wrestling is brutal.
You're getting slammed on your shit.
Yeah, you're completely trying to control somebody else's body.
You're vulnerable in the air. Like, what are you gonna do there? Like, you're just just stuck. Like, someone picked you up, it's game over.
And it's constant like weight cuts and shit like that. Like, you're dehydrated as fuck going into the next fight and the next one. Man,
wrestlers got it hard, bro.
It's rough, man. There's a Cuban dude who got 4 gold medals.
I seen that.
4 gold medals.
That's awesome.
And this fucker thanked the revolution. I'm like, you fucking
He
bum.
did?
All of them do. They're a bunch of that's what they do. You can't go to the Olympics if you're like a counter-revolutionary.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, regardless, they wouldn't put him in there.
Yeah,
if he was against
they wouldn't put him in there.
So it's like, I feels.
They wouldn't put him in there.
Dude, my dad was famous in Cuba for a little bit for doing
he was a
lucha libre.
He was a freestyle wrestler.
Yeah, he has cauliflower ear, whatever that's just called.
Yeah, cauliflower.
Yeah, whatever that's just called. He has that shit.
Dude, those Cuban wrestlers are no fucking joke, dude.
Dude, I seen my dad slam some dude in New York. That shit was brutal.
That poor.
I forgot what was the situation. I think he did something.
Fucker.
Yeah, he slammed some dude because I believe he did some disrespectful shit. And I think my mom was with my dad, and then I was really young though. I was probably like maybe like 7, 6.
Around there.
Yeah.
That's a good age to see your pop slam somebody on the fucking floor.
And then after that, I was just like,
that builds character seeing that shit at a young age.
Yeah, but it was really late too. It was probably like 12 a.m. at midnight.
That's not bad.
I was a young kid though. I just always remember that though.
I wouldn't forget that shit if I saw it.
It was,
Pops
yeah, it was.
slamming them motherfuckers.
Yeah, it was vicious. But shout out to Pops.
Shout out the Pops. Respect.
Respect.
I mean, look, man. There's some serious shit that happens in wrestling. When you slam a motherfucker, that shit changes his life.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Those
forget that getting slammed.
Yeah. It's
Wait, is that what you said, or did you say slamming somebody?
You slam a motherfucker. I don't even mean like in wrestling. I mean like just
In general,
you slam a motherfucker.
it gives you power. That shit boosts your ego.
That shit fucks up the other guy's ego. Definitely. We're worried about that other guy, especially if he gets on a world star tip.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
It's called on world star. That is a ego.
dude, oh my, I can't believe you brought World Star up because oh my god, I gotta say it.
You're gonna do this?
Wait, you know what I'm talking
Of
about?
course I know what you're talking about, but I'm just saying ooh,
Oh my god,
Velasco going deep.
I'm not going deep. I just felt like you brought it in the
Listen,
air,
I just bought out World Star.
and then somebody getting
and
slammed.
just left it there. What people do with that's
Listen, man. Let's just say I seen a video of somebody getting slammed on World Star, and yeah, I knew them.
it's very humbling. It's very humbling. It either builds character or it makes you commit suicide.
Nah, that person's actually my friend,
Yeah.
so I don't want to be a dick.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, watching that, let's just be in his shoes. Like, imagine being world starred and then actually being world starred. Like imagine you seeing yourself getting slammed and like millions of people seeing it.
I think I'd go for like a round two. Like I'd try to set it up, put some cameras.
Yeah,
Sneak
you'd
around.
be so hurt that like
You got to go for a round two. You got to. Because it's one thing to have your ass whooped, but it's another one to have your
ass whooped in front of millions of
If
viewers.
your ass whooping turns into a goddamn movie,
A viral sensation.
that's just not a good feeling, you know.
Yo, honestly, bro, if that happened to me, like, let's just move the topic, dog. I don't.
If that happens to me, I think I'd be fine with it.
You'd be fine with it?
Yes, yeah. Anyone can take an ass whooping. It could happen to anyone. I mean, look at what happened to Conor McGregor, you know.
Yeah, but they're getting paid to get their ass whooped. You're not.
Yeah, but at the same time, he's still dealing with that shit.
No, for sure. But he's getting paid and he's laughing to the bank. So it's like, all right.
But look at the shit that happened to his
My
leg.
boy just got, like, he got world starred and like.
I mean, listen, you gotta take that in the chin. Can't be the type of guy, you know, if you get rocked. I've had my ass whooped a million times, you know. I've had my ass whooped to a soundtrack, you know. It builds
To a
character.
soundtrack?
To a
What song was it?
soundtrack. I forget the name of the song, but it was fucked up because it was in the. Well, I say I had my ass whooped, but it was like, you know, it's one of those boxing gyms you go to sometimes, right?
Okay.
The boxing gyms where I learned it was brutal. You really had to like have your coach on point because this is in the middle of some fucking. This is not the best neighborhood in the world, to be precise.
Where was it?
It was in Alapata. And,
Oh, God.
And
Okay.
you pull up, and then there's a bunch of dudes there, but none of them are like related. Like there's no coach that teaches all of them. There's just a bunch of coaches, and you can get your ass whooped. Some dude's like, "Hey, you want to spar?" You're like, "Yeah, sure."
Somebody told you that?
No. Experience told me that. I saw that shit happen to people. Saw that shit happen to me,
Right.
especially when I had no experience.
But who whooped your ass though?
I mean, I don't know his social security number, but it was some dude that went to that gym. He was like around my weight,
Okay.
probably bigger, a little bit bigger.
This
Shorter-
is MMA though, right?
Shorter than me. No, this is boxing.
Oh, this is boxing?
This is just straight up boxing.
Oh shit.
But
Okay.
getting split, man. Getting split.
I don't even like boxing, and like I feel like I get too many headaches, like just getting constantly hit in the head.
Yeah, you shouldn't get constantly hit in the head. I mean, I didn't spar until like 6 months of training.
Like I'm not good with that, man. Like
No, that's not good. That's bad, dude.
I feel like I get once I start getting hit in the head too much, I'll start getting fucking headaches left and right, and
That's not good, dude. Look, if you're gonna lose brain cells and fuck up your brain, you might as well get something out of it, dude. Like at the very least,
be creative, you know, like
like
do something.
Smoke some cracks, take some Xannies or some shit, but don't get nothing out of it. I mean,
Smoke some trees.
That's not harmful though. That's not the same. You know what
I mean, doesn't it kill your brain cells?
Weed? Fuck no. That's a lie.
That's a lie?
That's a straight up lie. That's bullshit.
Okay. I thought it always did, but...
Yeah, that's what I thought when I was like back in the day.
There's just so much bullshit information out there.
So much lies. I mean, there's people that make up shit about like certain drugs that put holes in your brain. They say. I'm like,
yo, I am tired of Scam Likely blowing up my fucking phone, bro. Yo, I got millions of random numbers just calling me about fucking warranty.
You ever call them back?
Yes, I have.
You call them back?
Yes.
And what happens?
I be telling them off like, yo, stop fucking like calling me like.
But you don't say like, put me on your don't call list.
Is that what you're supposed to say?
Nah. I did work at one of those places one time, though.
Didn't I get you that job?
It's not Scam Likely. Yeah, you did give me that job.
The telemarketing
You're the one
one
that told me about it. And I went there and I had...
I can't believe you actually stayed there.
Dude, it is such a shit job.
Oh
Such a
my
shit
God.
job. First of all, everyone just hangs up on you. Second of all, the people that pick up is just some fucking...
Old-ass people?
85-year-old motherfucker that's like, oh, let me tell you what I think. And... It's like, fuck.
Oh my God.
You know, you dealing with that type of shit. And then there's, there was this one dude who got really pissed off. I don't know who he is, but...
like someone on the phone?
I'm positive I hit up a trap house. That was definitely what occurred because he looked at me. He's like, look, motherfucker, you call here again, I'm gonna fuck you up and kill you. He was like that tired of people hitting him up.
It got sad level?
That guy got real heated at the Scam Likely type of people, right? I wasn't doing that. I was doing like surveys, but this guy...
Yeah, that's what it was, surveys. And then you have like a script and you gotta tell them all this and that.
It was a script. That's one of the things. It was the fakest... like
the script is dumb as shit.
It's the fakest way of communicating with people. I just can't do it.
Telemarketing would be better if they just hired people that were just good at talking.
Yeah. I've had some shitty jobs.
Nah, not more than me.
I've had some shit jobs.
What was the shittiest job you've ever had?
Well, let's look
First of all, I've had a lot of jobs. That's just one. Let's get that clear. Like, I've had so many, like, I've quit so many jobs. Like, there's been jobs where I've done the whole freaking process for the interview. And, like, it's literally like, yo, first day of work, doesn't show up. And I'm like, dude, what's wrong with me?
No, I would show up to the... Well, no, there's been jobs where I didn't show up. I was like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, like, I don't know what got into me. Yeah. I think it was a job at the beach. I think it was at, like, the Four Seasons Hotel or some shit like that. And I was going to be, like, a driver or, like, a valet guy or some bullshit like that. And I did everything. I'm ready. I think they had gave me the uniform, this and that. Yo, 6 a.m., be ready tomorrow. I don't know what came up to me, like, when I woke up, like, 30 minutes before. And I was like, nah. Not for me. And I
respect that.
And I actually didn't go, and I just wasted everybody's time. And yeah.
I respect that decision.
Never heard a call from me again. That's it. I just wasted somebody's whole interview process.
I mean...
But I never, like, an actual shitty job I've gone, well, I wouldn't say it's shitty. I worked at Jimmy John's.
That sounds like a shit job.
I was a delivery driver, though.
Listen, fam, unless you're making $200 an hour.
I mean, obviously.
I don't want to hear it.
Did we talk about the job where the lady stole my money on an actual pod?
No, I don't know about stealing money, but I remember one job. I signed the paper. It was a construction job. I pull up, and
Dude, did we ever go to labor for hire together?
Fuck yeah, we went to labor for hire together. But I went to some shit ones for real. I mean, I went to one where I signed the paper after I took the piss test, came out negative.
Okay.
Right. And it was weird because the people I thought were going to come out positive didn't come out positive. I was like, there's no way this dude's sober. There's no way.
How many times did you go to labor for hire?
Not much, like 2 or 3. That was.
Did we go together?
I mean, weren't we? How old were we when that happened?
Maybe like a little bit after high school, if I had to guess.
Yeah, that was back when I didn't give a fuck. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me just get something quick.
Bro,
You told me you don't understand, bro. It's terrible. It's terrible. I was like, I don't care. I'm doing it.
I mean, it is pretty bad.
And then you were like, all right, we're waking up at 4:30 in the morning.
Yep.
We're getting there before 5. And
yep.
Getting in the line.
Let me explain to the people. Labor for hire I think it's an agency that gives pretty much people with horrible backgrounds literally Joe Schmo. Joe Schmo could work here. So they bring it. They could hire as many Joe Schmoes. And it's a construction. They bring people to these construction sites to work for the day. And they literally, I'm not even playing when I say this. They literally pay you $50.
Yeah, that's it.
For the shift that you do. And like how you were saying, you have to first of all, you have to get there at 5 a.m. to sign up to see if there's any work for the day.
There'll be like a line of these guys because they know it's the only job they can get.
Right. It's like on some funny shit when people try to make fun of like, oh, like if anybody needs a job, just go to Home Depot, be in a pickup truck and just look for like Joe Schmo and people with no papers, whatever. So this is like kind of the same. I'm not sure if you actually need a license or papers to actually work at labor for hire. Do you?
You gotta be legal.
You gotta at least be legal, right?
You gotta be legal, yeah.
Okay. So yeah. So whatever. Like I was saying, you have to be there at 5 a.m. to sign up for the day to see if there's any work.
Listen, man, it's just exploitation is what it is, bro.
You leave at 7 a.m. You probably get to the construction site at 8, let's just say. And then that's when the actual job starts.
It's 4 hours of not getting paid because you're still there.
Contemplating to see if you even work. You could literally show up and they'll tell you, oh, look, there's no work today. So you just
drive to work in a fucking van.
You drive to, unless you have a car, you could just go.
Well, you can't, but I'm trying to be dramatic here.
Right.
And it's still true, so.
Yeah, you go in a van with everybody else that got accepted for the day. You show up at 8. Then they'll just have you doing the most randomest. I don't even know. I think once I literally just swept the whole day.
I was shoveling.
Oh, yeah, they have you doing that too. Shoveling like a bunch of debris.
A bunch of like just, broken up concrete.
Yeah, and just like throwing it to the side.
And just throwing it out of the way.
Yo, for hours though. And then whatever lunch comes, that was probably the best part of the whole day, that they had these food trucks and dogs.
That's not living, man. That is brutal.
Yo, and all that, and then eventually when you're done, which is I think it's like at 2:30 or 3, they then have to sign the paper that you were brought with. If you don't get that paper signed, you are not getting paid. So
that's brutal.
Yeah, dog. $50 for.
I remember that. When I signed up, you remember that I told you the guy that they all took the drug test.
Yeah.
Nobody came up positive, right?
Yeah. This is another job, right?
No, this is at labor for hire.
You got drug tested for labor for hire?
It was the place that I showed up to. They required that.
Oh, yeah. Some construction sites actually needed you to be super clean, yeah.
And so I go there, I take the test, comes out good, no problem. I sign the paper, right? And then after I sign, some dude gives a little speech before we go there. It's like, this is what you need to know about the site.
Oh, that's like the Ohama. I forgot what it's called. Oshama. It's some shit that's like an instructional video. And then you got to wear, so you can wear these,
the helmets?
The helmets, some bullshit like that. I forgot.
But this guy waited. After I signed the paper, he tells me, 3 people have lost, fingers or legs.
Oh, yeah. They've told me when I've gone to one of the construction sites that one guy, they always say, this one guy actually, I think he actually stepped, on nothing, and he just fell through,
Yeah, there's some horror stories, but I'm like, you made me, all right, you had me take the drug test, I signed the fucking paper, I do all this shit, and after that, that's
dude,
when
working at a construction site is pretty scary.
It's terrible. It's terrible, but some people, I don't know, some people get used to it, there's some people that specialize in stuff.
Yeah.
Some people actually enjoy that shit. Good luck with those guys, man. I have no idea how you enjoy it, but hey, do you? I can't criticize on that, man.
I'm trying to think of some other jobs I had that were
some shit jobs.
I'm thinking I used to work at I worked at Macy's for a little holiday season.
At Macy's?
Yeah, I worked there for
What is that like?
That was the most bullshit
Were you trying to sell perfume and shit or what?
Actually, I wasn't.
Suits?
For the season, I think they just need a lot of people. No joke. They just had me folding clothes, picking up clothes from the floor, and it was $8.50 an hour. It was trash. I didn't show up. The thing is, you had to pick your shifts though. So other people could pick the shifts before you, and you'll be fucked without a shift. So I was I'm not doing this.
I used to work at a drive-by car wash.
For real?
I swear to God, it's a drive like he pulls up to like certain spots. This is a guy that I knew. He's a wrestler from Cuba, right?
Yeah.
And after he was a guy that I used to train with, he was like, "Hey man, I gotta wait for you to make some bucks." And I'm over here with this guy, huge dude, tiny van, with a bunch of like car washing stuff. And we're moving from one spot to the next, and we're washing people's cars. It's a weird job.
So what? Did you actually clean cars though?
Dude, it's like Uber Eats for car washes.
Oh, okay.
You pull up and you wash some cars, because he would go to these spots where...
Wait, so mobile car wash?
Yeah.
But wait, you said you were the guy in the drive-thru.
Well, it's basically like your, how do I put this? Like the delivery.
Okay.
Delivery car cleaner or something.
But you're
like
washing
that.
the whips too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I wash cars with one of my friends. He had his own like I guess mobile car wash too. It actually makes pretty good money.
Yeah. I mean, not now. I don't do that anymore because I'm like a professional podcaster. And
We're potters.
I got life figured out now, and if you're watching this, you're the one that needs to get your shit together.
Exactly.
I'm living it up. You know, I got I got rims.
I think you have the mic the wrong way.
On my I got rims on my bicycle.
I think you had the mic on the wrong the whole time this time.
Is that possible?
Yeah, you did. I think that's why maybe you were a little low.
Am I high now?
I mean, you know, that's what happens when you listen to the N APE podcast.
Bro, we gotta talk about the Hunter Biden shit. We gotta say something about it. We haven't said anything about Hunter Biden, man.
I mean, do people care about him?
I can't. Of course they do. I see it every fucking day here. There's a bunch of people talking about this guy. It's so weird. This is very odd. This is very weird.
Are we a political podcast?
It's not political. It's just the dude smoking crack and his father's the president.
Let him smoke crack.
He's fucking bitches and smoking crack all over a laptop. There's like they're underage and shit, and it's wild.
I don't know about all that.
And it's fucking wild, you know. Now this is gonna get seen by the CIA. Who gives a fuck? Just look.
Just let Hunter be Hunter, bro.
But we gotta like at least admit this is happening. Biden, you gotta say something about your son, man. You gotta listen. If you're gonna like help out the country, you gotta say something about your son getting. You know, what I'm saying he's getting some weird.
My man Donnie would have had a field day right now with.
Donnie's got a bunch of shit out there too.
I mean, he did kind of try Hunter Biden when they had their little 1v1 at the debate. What did Donald say again?
He probably said whatever the fuck he could say. He's like, "What about your son?"
He said some shit. Yeah, I forgot.
I listen. There's a bunch of people saying that Trump is a fucking meth head or some shit. Like he's addicted to Adderalls. He crushes them up and snorts them and shit. You know.
I mean,
listen. There's a lot of druggies out there in this game, bro. If you're getting in these rackets, you got to take something, bro.
What does Hunter Biden do exactly?
He smokes crack.
No, man. Like,
he's a lawyer.
He's an actual lawyer?
Yes.
For what, though?
I don't know, man.
Does he work for, like, a government?
No.
He's an independent lawyer?
He doesn't work for the government.
Like, not like his father, right?
No. That would be a big issue, man. If he tried to... He wants his son, like, out of the way.
Super far away?
Yeah, he's like, yo, this has nothing to do with
me.
So
he's an independent lawyer? Like, he just... On his own terms?
I don't think he works. I don't know what the fuck he does. It's weird. I mean, the only thing I know about him is he smokes crack and he fucks bitches. That's one way to put it.
I don't know anything about
That's
Hunter
all I know.
Biden.
You gotta look him up. You gotta look up Hunter Biden.
I'm gonna look up some pics.
You gotta find out the truth, man.
Hunter.
I'm going on Twitter right now just to see what I can find here. It's all over the place.
Maybe Hunter Biden is a cool ass dude that you get a drink with, man.
I doubt that shit very fucking much.
Why?
There was this other Canadian dude, I forgot his name. He was a fat dude. He loved smoking crack.
You wouldn't share a beer with my man Hunter?
Nah, man. I don't. Dude, look at him. Look at him. He's on a binge. That dude hasn't slept in days. That's a fucking middle-aged man.
How old is he?
That dude is...
How old is Hunter?
I'll tell you right now. This is wild. I can't believe that he's 51.
Damn, he looks pretty young.
He's 51. That's because his dad looks like he's 280. Like right next to Joe Biden, like anyone looks young. You know what I mean? Like,
What's up with the New York governor? What's his name? Cuomo?
That guy's a freak. They're all freaks, bro.
Freak boy.
Listen, if you work that hard, you gotta get some pussy, and these guys are like, fuck it, bring it, delivery style. You know, prostitution's illegal. You guys made it illegal. Make it legal. We'll stop getting you in trouble for fucking bitches on the side.
It's illegal in New York, right?
It's illegal everywhere in every state.
It's not. No, wait, what? Say it again.
Prostitution is illegal in every state.
It's not. It's legal in New York now.
Prostitution?
Yeah, look it up.
So he's fine.
No, his problem is he's supposedly sexually harassed women.
Oh, he's sexually harassed. I mean, the shit is like sexually. What the fuck does that even mean anymore? You know,
because wasn't it recently when the whole weed law that changed? Didn't they change the whole prostitution law? Like people can't get arrested for prostitution now in New York.
Yeah. Well, it just seems like such a bad. Look, you got a pussy, I got $1. Let's do this shit, right?
No, that shouldn't even be a crime.
It shouldn't.
Like
it's like, why is that the government's business? Like
who cares? Like, why is somebody in the bedroom, business or whatever they're doing have to matter to the fucking government?
You can pay a chef.
Is it because it's not getting taxed?
It should be getting taxed. You should be able to go there, right?
Yeah, but then it would have to be like at a store. That's the whole thing.
You have like a menu.
Prostitutes are independent contractors.
Like a menu for all the shit you can order, right?
They have that in Japan.
They got to bring it here.
The Love Hotel. Have you heard about that?
No, but that sounds nice.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah?
I mean, prostitution's legal in a bunch of places.
It is legal in other places. That's true.
Like Amsterdam, they're going crazy
That's
over
true.
there.
Yeah, they got to bring that. They got to make that happen.
You ever seen Euro Trip?
No. Where they went to nude beaches and stuff like that.
No, I think they actually went to Amsterdam.
Yeah, but they ended up going to a nude beach at one point.
This movie will always be it has a niche thing to me because like I seen it after like this party I went to like back in high school days, and I'm always remember it because like we just went to this random dude's house after a party. I used to chill with one of my boys and like a couple friends from Kendall. And we went to this party and whatever. We go to this random dude's house, shit face. Like I'm blasted out of my mind, like blunts in. And I just sit on this guy's couch because I guess that's what we're doing. Like I didn't have a ride. I'm with my boy and we're at his crib. So I just sit on this couch and Euro Trip is playing. And this whole time I'm just watching it and I'm like, damn, this movie's not bad. Like I'm so into it. And I think it's because like I'm so many blunts in. Like there's no distractions in my head.
Fuck.
Like people could be like gangbanging like inches away. And like I'm just so into this movie. And I'm always remembering like just a part of the movie that there was some crazy ass like prostitution brothels in the movie or some shit, but like it got to a point where it was like scary, like on some like they're putting shit in you, they're pegging you, like it got on some crazy shit. I know movies are just make believe, but that shit always kind of traumatized me, and like I don't want to go to the wrong brothel and get pegged.
Well, listen. No one's gonna peg you for free. You want to get pegged, you got to pay for it.
Nah, like the dude in the movie.
This is America.
The dude in the movie, he went to the brothel thinking like, oh shit, I'm gonna slam some shit. I'm about to penetrate, and then he ends up like kind of getting scammed or tricked, I think, and then he goes into like this machine thing, and it's like this machine that's just like going down, and it's about to go in his hole, dog. Let's just say that.
Man, that sounds fucking wild.
I was traumatized. Like that's why I always remember that movie. And I didn't even know the name of the movie, and it took me years to discover it because I was so fried.
I know what that's like.
You know yes, that's why that movie has a niche to it, because like I was so many blunts fried in, and then there was years later like, yo, what's the name of that movie? And then I would search up things related to the movie, and then I eventually found it was.
But you were young, right?
Yeah, I was probably like 16, 15.
16.
Years later, I discovered it was Euro Trip. Damn. The movie didn't even have to be good. It was just at that moment.
But just thinking about accidentally getting pegged while you're like on 1,000 blunts, that's traumatizing. That's PTSD.
And that's nothing. I think one of the other trips was like, I think they had took like some mushrooms or like some crazy ass like. I think they got roofied, and then like he started seeing fairies, and they went to a club and they just started fucking bugging out, bro. Like, but yeah, I gotta see Euro Trip again just to see it. Like,
you gotta remind yourself of what that shit was like.
Yeah, I was traumatized.
Because that's a weird thing.
I hope brothels aren't like that. Like, you get fucking scammed and you just...
No, like I said, man, this is America. You want to get pegged, you got to pay for it.
Let's not even talk about getting pegged, because that's just...
Well, you brought it up, man.
I'm just saying...
You brought up getting pegged, you want to take it away. Listen.
It was one of the scenes in the movie.
It happened. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right? There's dudes that go to Thailand...
Oh my God.
To quote unquote push it to the limit, right? That's something that certain
you mean
people.
The nose thing?
The nose thing.
Yeah, like people sniffing a little.
No. I mean in Thailand. Thailand is notorious because they got some
prostitutes?
fucking.
Yeah, I know about that.
They got the lady boys over there.
Oh, right. The he-she's.
Yeah.
You mean Bangkok?
Bangkok. The capital of Thailand is Bangkok.
Isn't Bangkok where there's a lot of...
Yes, notorious.
I mean, is it kind of disrespectful to call them he-she's?
I don't even know if it's he, she, or she, he, or what order it goes in, but that's beside the point. The point is, there's dudes spending hella money to do that shit. And I don't know who the fuck, but they're among us. But they're anonymous. They're anonymous.
What do you mean? People taking trips to Thailand to just go
to get the lady boy.
Maybe it's a mistake, and they
No, it's not a mistake.
They're into the lady boy.
Yeah, they're into it.
Okay. I mean, that's their choice.
Listen, those lady boys, the ones that are prostitutes, they're making a living.
I don't doubt it.
They're making a living, and someone's paying them.
For sure.
Someone's paying them, right?
Dude, I seen there's videos on YouTube or like channels dedicated to just hookers. And I don't know how I ran into it once, a video. It was this dude that he'd just be banging chicks in Tijuana, Mexico. Yeah. There's this place called, I think it's called, I forgot the exact name of it, but there's a gentleman's club in Tijuana. And there's the 7th floor. Supposedly the 7th floor is like heaven for dudes. Like, I'm talking about like just fucking naked women everywhere. Like, badass Mexican chicks, like fake asses.
But you don't gotta be sharing with like.
I'm just saying. We're just talking about hookers and prostitution. So
they gotta have blow.
What do you mean?
Coke. You gotta have some coke if you're.
Bro, you know how much they're charging?
You can't just have hookers without coke. This is Tijuana, Mexico. They have it.
They're charging like, no joke, like $20 just to do anything you want with them. Fuck,
when? I'm going. Fuck out of here.
I'm not even joking, though.
Dude, that is like the best commercial in the world. You just convinced me.
No, I'm telling you, there's channels just dedicated on dudes like going up to prostitute escorts, I guess you want to call it, and just asking them the price. So
escorts, that's like a legal issue when you call it escort. Like,
I guess
that's like, no, you take me out to fucking McDonald's or whatever.
Oh, that's you mean in that type of way?
Yeah,
I mean that's another type of prostitution. I actually, dude, perfect. I knew a chick that was an escort.
Me too.
And I'm not gonna put her name out there, but she was so interesting. She would tell me that that dudes would just pay her to just chill with her for the weekend.
To chill with her?
Obviously, he'll probably smash for sure.
But she had to just be.
But he had to be with her for the whole weekend. Like, he'll pay her big bucks.
Damn.
And she'll tell me shit. And it was this girl was like a, how to describe her? You know the best way to describe her? She's like a Lebanese girl, like a Kim K. She doesn't. I'm not saying she looks like Kim K, but like that's her I guess nationality. Right. She looks like kind of like a Kim K in the face.
Right.
And was she attractive? She wasn't bad. She wasn't my type, preferably. She's like a nice skinny chick. She has a little some.
So the dudes would pay her for that.
And then I chilled with her, and then she would just tell me stories about these escort missions she would go through and shit. And I would just ask her why are you doing this?
There's a real line. Was she ever a stripper before that or no?
I don't think so.
Cause I had a homegirl who was a stripper, man. That was interesting. I
had one too.
It ends up sliding to a point where it's she's making money. She was making good money, man. She bought a car quick. Within a month, she was like, yeah, 17 grand for this. I was like, God damn.
Dude, first of all, to be a stripper, you gotta look good. I don't care what you think.
Yeah. I mean, there's some places that you.
I mean, yeah, the bottom of the barrel. But I knew this chick that was a stripper, and I mean, she's okay. rating, she's like a 4.
God damn.
That's just me being nice. Like, that's me personally.
The 4 is nice.
I mean, I don't know, Doug. I'm not into her. Like, I know her so well. Like, I wouldn't do anything with her. You know those type of girls? Like,
right.
And, okay, maybe she's like a 5, a 6, around there, 5 to 6. And I remember she did stripping for a little bit. And, like, that's it. She just did it for, like, 5 months. And then, like, she just stopped. So I guess it wasn't working out for her. Because nobody would stop if they're making fucking crazy amounts of cash.
I don't even know how to, it's really easy to slip down though, like into the point where
to become a stripper.
Because eventually you realize like I could be making more money if I rub that dude's cock, right? That's eventually you realize. Yeah, but
do you kind of like your integrity is so low as a stripper though?
I don't think it is. No, not necessarily.
I mean now because maybe it's so normalized.
I don't think it is. I think that's like mostly stereotypes and bullshit. But
you don't think being a stripper takes down your integrity?
No.
Okay, what about it definitely how do I say this?
It's just that people have like this association with sex that like if sex is combined with business then somehow the person is like
let's put it like this. Would you date a stripper?
Would I date a stripper? Fuck no.
Well, there you go. That's my point.
But the reason I wouldn't date is because of my personality. I mean,
that's it. Come on.
There's dudes that are I'm not okay with that type of shit.
Exactly. As a man, you wouldn't want your female to be stripping, right? Yeah. It's just fucking normal. That's what I mean, though.
But I don't think that's integrity. That's my preference. There's dudes that don't give a fuck. You know, there's people that have open relationships. I don't.
Would you ever be? Right? Would you ever be a swinger?
No.
Well, how does that work?
How bored do you gotta be? You're like, yo, we cannot fuck anymore. We need to switch up.
What do you think goes into swingers' heads, like, into becoming one? Like
boredom, midlife crisis.
For real?
Fuck it. I don't know. You got to really be at a point where you're like...
I used to work by North Miami Beach, and I used to always pass by some shit called Dean's Gold, and I eventually looked it up, and then I seen it was a swingers club.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, and I always thought it was a strip club at first, because I was just like, yo, there's a lot of cars here, there's people here, it was big as fuck, and then I searched it up on Yelp.
So it's you fuck my wife, I fuck yours.
I heard about it. They have like rooms for like, I guess if you want to get it on, and just all this other shit. It's just interesting to like just see how other people live. That's why I was just like, that's interesting. So you bring your wife, I bring mine. There's this thing called swapping, which is like obviously you and your wife change partners, and then there was another one called what was the other one, dude? I forgot what the other one was, but there's like different types of swinging. Like it gets more extreme, and I was like, okay. Just doing research on it. I'm an information nerd. Like once I just like learning about shit.
Listen, there's other people there's people doing this polyamorous shit too.
What's that?
That's when people are in a relationship that has more than 2 people in it, right? So that's something else that's going on.
I mean, that's different religions though. That's been going on.
No, but I don't mean in a religious sense. I mean just people that are doing it just like a fucking relationship, right? See, when that happens...
Like a guy dating 2 girls?
When that happens, yeah. When that happens, typically there's like one that feels left out or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
That's a weird fucking dynamic, right?
I mean, fuck it.
You think that's a regular fucking dynamic where it's just 3 people? I've never seen a relationship where
I mean, obviously one's gonna feel left out no matter what.
See, that's not good.
I mean, in my opinion, I don't know. I've never been through that. I don't know what it feels like. So, but that's like, if I had to assume, you're gonna pick a favorite, right? You're gonna have one that you like more.
I mean, I've seen big ones. There's like fucking 5 people and shit.
Oh no, that's a little too far.
I think some of these dudes are just trying to pimp. You know, that's what it is. This is like
at this point, bro.
This is like you're a pimp. And you're trying to like make it seem like this is a family thing, but you're just pimping. That's really what it is.
What do you think about nicknames and relationships?
Nicknames.
Super random.
In relationships?
Yeah.
I mean that happens naturally.
I don't.
But I always tend to give like 48 nicknames. Like
a girl calling you daddy all the time. Those are, I don't like that.
In public, calling me
First
daddy?
First of all, don't even call me in public daddy. Don't ever do that.
I mean, in Spanish, it sounds different.
I mean, I
Spanish,
feel
it
you
sounds
because
different.
because like
papi
a
is
lot
like,
of older women just say that like out of like endearment.
Yeah,
like,
it's not the
papi,
same.
Like I feel
it's
you.
not the same.
But in English, I mean in English though. I
But
don't mean
a
in
grown
Spanish.
ass woman that I'm dating calling me daddy like in public and shit, like yo, come on.
You ever seen the Monique Breakfast Club interview?
Nah, what'd she say?
Bruh, she's just steady calling her man. First of all, Monique went on the Breakfast Club because she was boycotting. This is super old, but like this just got in my head. I don't know why. She was boycotting Netflix because she wasn't getting paid the same amount.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so like she goes on the Breakfast Club.
She said it was racism, right?
Yeah, and then Charlemagne was like, Charlemagne's whole debate against that was like, it's not racist if they just want to pay you more. I think he was trying to say it was more based on talent or based on how many people.
She didn't want to believe it.
Type shit. So her thing was racism, but whatever. That whole interview, she had said daddy, like she said daddy like over 30 times to her man, and it got like super uncomfortable. Like when I was watching it.
I don't. No, I
Oh,
wouldn't.
daddy, can you bring it over here? Like, yo, she said that like over 20 times, bro. Like, that, not even like a babe. I know if you call your girlfriend babe a lot, that's cool because that's kind of like the.
I
nickname.
just don't like daddy.
It's like, dude, like maybe when we're in bed and you did some like one time, you know, like just pull it off.
Is the incest suggestion necessary though?
It's just creepy.
Because that's what it is. That's some Freudian shit, right? That's come on.
Yeah, but
We gotta be honest here. There's some shit going on.
Yeah, but
right. There's some shit going on.
Who does incest though?
It beats me, bro.
Stereotypically, it's rednecks.
That's true.
I'm just being honest. I didn't want to be a dick and become as a racist or anything, but stereotypically,
that's true. Yeah.
People say a lot of rednecks.
That's the stereotype 100%.
Shit, it's in fucking Harold and Kumar. I forgot what scene. They go to like a crazy. They're stuck in the woods or some shit, and they end up like in some trailer of some guy, and then I think they see this weird.
But that wasn't incest.
No, it was. They see a kid there, and he has like one eye only, and they're like, "What the fuck?"
Oh, because they're cousins, right?
Yeah, they got terrified, and then they're like,
right.
"Oh yeah, that's cousin, that's some shit."
Fucking cousins. That's You know, I think that a lot of that has to do with like there's not enough options available because like some of these like back in the day type shit, the rednecks would live in a place and there's like 200 people there.
I mean, really though?
And so everyone's related. They've been there for like 100 years. Right? And so the only person left to fuck
that's just sick, dude.
Is your cousin.
That's fucking sick. I mean, Kevin Gates admitted that he'd fuck his cousins.
I mean, that's not a...
I mean, look, this is a Southern thing.
Do you think that should be legal?
Fucking your cousin?
Yeah.
Or just fucking a family member?
Both.
It is illegal, isn't it? Incest?
I think it probably is illegal under state laws and shit like that. But do you think it should be illegal?
I mean, yeah, because I think that's kind of fucking sick. And if I ever see a family member...
Yeah, but if they want to do it...
If the two family members are cool with it?
If they're cool with it. No one's underage. They're cool with it.
Nah, man.
You're like, nah, I'm uncomfortable with that.
I'm uncomfortable as fuck with that. First of all, nah, man, I'm not cool with that.
We're going to have to keep that illegal to soothe Mike's...
I know what you mean, and I know you're trying to get at because it's like the whole freedom thing is like, yo, let me do whatever I want if they're both cool with it.
Yeah.
But it's like, first of all, but wait, not to have kids, right? Just to like have fun, just to have some good old sex.
To have kids, that's
that
brings a different
biological issues because your kid is gonna be born with problems and it's gonna be.
This is bringing up a eugenic thing, like eugenics and shit like that, because it's like.
That's where I would cross the line. Is like, but even then, I'm uncomfortable with family.
Some people say they're against it because of that, because it could possibly end up in a pregnancy, and so that pregnancy could end up having a kid that.
Now, if you really want to pod. If you want to take the pod to the next level.
What is the next level?
Would you fuck a second cousin, a third cousin? Is that okay?
Do I know that it's my third cousin?
No, I'm saying, do you think that's morally acceptable now?
Morally acceptable? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Morally, like nothing at all.
So it's even, so fucking your, okay, so what was our other example? Fucking a cousin, right?
Fucking a cousin, yeah.
You think that's okay?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I swear to God. I know you're looking at. He's like, he's a redneck. Of course, he's saying this.
But would you feel uncomfortable about it?
Yeah. I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to.
I'm saying you personally, you wouldn't.
Oh no, I wouldn't.
But if somebody else did it and they were cool with it, you would be like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Zero problem. Zero.
Nah, I can't. I feel like that's the whole like. Who did that again? Back in the days, the queens and the kings.
They did that, yeah. That was
they were so fucking arrogant. They thought their genes were the best.
They thought they were the shit, and they just ended up
Clearly
making themselves
they weren't.
more and more retarded over time. Like it's.
That's fucking insane.
That's something that people do, bro. I mean that
back then it's not normalized anymore.
Isn't it weird how so many of them did that though?
I mean, I read about it, or like I think I've heard about it on YouTube videos.
But how successful was the guy Genghis Khan?
Who's that?
Dude, that was a real big emperor, like in Asia back in the day. He conquered so much, and one of the things he did, he fucked every woman he could. Every woman he could. He just, it's like 1/5 of the world's population or something is related to him.
He didn't have more sex than Wilt Chamberlain.
You have no idea.
Do you know who Wilt Chamberlain is?
I know who Wilt Chamberlain is.
Okay, keep going. Keep going.
But you gotta understand, this is not like, no. This is a dude who had, Was
he white?
No, he was Asian.
Oh, he was an Asian man.
He was an Asian conqueror, right?
Dictator?
He had an empire.
Okay. Where?
An empire through all of Asia, Mongolia, it was a huge empire, and
he was smashing the baddest of the baddest.
Dude, you got to look up how many people are actually related to that guy. There's like 1/6 of the world's population.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Let me see how many of them it is, man.
1/6 of the world's population is his. Don't even play like that, bro. That's a crazy amount. 1/6 of the world. How many people are in the world? 1 billion or like a couple billion? Maybe 10 billion?
Actually, yeah, it's a lot less than I thought. According to National Geographic, it says that it's 0.5%.
That's still a lot.
0.5% of
the population?
Of the male population of the world, or roughly 16 million descendants living today. That's a lot of smashing, dude.
No. Forget that. That was a lot of pregnancies. He was just coming in all of them. He was shooting all their clubs up.
Dude, this guy had so many kids. He had no idea.
I mean, that's pretty swag, though. I'm not gonna lie. I would like to leave like a bunch of my seeds.
That dude was the shittiest father ever, though. You got it, like, dude.
I mean, at one point he had to be. Like, there was no option. He didn't have time for all his kids. Like,
no one. I mean, the man created so many bastards.
I mean, fuck it.
No. I give him my respect. Clearly, I mean, in terms of like evolution, like, bro, he won.
I mean, he might be the top smasher. Like
that's it.
Nah, but the real question is like what he was smashing. Because if he was just smashing anything,
dude, you know what sucks? Being his wife.
He had a wife?
He had a wife.
Get the fuck out of here.
And I'm like, man, that's brutal.
You think she was smashing people too?
Nah, they would have fucking cut her head off.
Oh shit. Okay.
She was actually she would be in bed with him while he was having sex with other women. Yeah.
Yeah, because back then, the way like women were like, I mean, they were more like submissive back then, extremely.
They were forced to.
And in the sense, yeah, they were forced to too, and they would just always take the man's lead back then.
Yeah.
Now we're in a world where women think they shouldn't be submissive, and they're more like independent, I guess, if you want to say that. You ever heard of the Fresh and Fit podcast?
No.
You gotta listen to it, bro.
What's going on with them?
First of all, have you ever heard of Kevin Samuels?
No, who's that?
Oh my God, you gotta listen to these guys. Kevin Samuels is an image consultant, and he runs a YouTube page where he is like, people call in, and he's pretty much giving advice why you are where you're at in life. On a dating scale though, like on a dating and like marriage, and there's a bunch of clips that went viral of him talking to women, of like him just like, yo, like, it's like, it's not that he's roasting, but he's just giving like huge harsh criticism. Mm-hmm. Like, and some clips went viral.
But what type of criticism does he give to women?
Okay, let me give you the most I guess the something that he's spoken to a lot about. Like, he always refers to women, like, now modern women. Like, he says that. He's always talking about how, like, modern women want a man, a high value man in his, well, what he refers to is like a man that's making like 6 figures, 7 figures each year up. He's mostly that. Someone that's like, that looks good, in shape, all those things. That's pretty much a high value man. So he's saying that modern women that don't make any money, don't look good, this and that they want a high value man when they don't provide anything to the table. That's pretty much the whole debacle of this whole show and the Fresh and Fit podcast. And they bring women, the Fresh and Fit podcast, they bring women to the podcast and they ask them questions about this, situations with dating, and like how like men need to be more masculine and like. But like other than like the looks. Yeah.
I mean, the money would
being submissive is high. They always talk about how women are like barely submissive anymore. How women are always acting masculine.
Is it submissive or just like not being?
See, this is why I want you to watch. Like, I'm gonna send you some.
Submissive sounds ridiculous. Like, I don't want some idiot next to me who's like, yeah, sure, yeah, okay, like just.
No, I think you're taking it the wrong way. Not submissive and like that. I mean, like a girl that's like extremely just respectful.
Yeah, but I don't want somebody that, because submissive, I mean, I know what that word means.
You need to watch
that clips. Sounds like some religious. Is he a religious person?
No, he's not.
He's not a Christian?
I'm not. He might be Muslim, but
okay, that'll ruin a lot.
But
because their idea of what a woman should be is like, bro. Just religion in general. I don't give a fuck. I'll shit on it. I'm doing it right now.
Cool. It's perfect. But I'm saying I'm not the best explainer, so it might not come off best for me.
And I don't know who the guy is. Exactly. I haven't heard him.
So I'm gonna send you some clips. And then,
so disclaimer, I don't know who you are or what you've done. So this isn't about you. This is just me speculating on an invisible person that I just invented in my head right now.
For next pod,
yeah,
we're gonna have it ready. We're gonna like.
I got this guy looked up.
Trust me.
I'll have his social security number.
I'm shocked that you haven't heard of at least Kevin Samuels.
No, I'm looking him up, man.
Bro, I'm gonna send you clips. So remember, write this down. Kevin Samuels, Fresh and Fit podcast.
The Fresh and Fit podcast.
And I want you to just watch random clips of them dealing with like certain situations and topics and how they are like with women and like how they just the whole thing, the whole debacle. And you're gonna see what I mean. Like, and I want to talk about it on next pod. We're gonna have a whole couple minutes about it. Like, and I want to see your thoughts on it.
I'm definitely going to give you a little bit of feedback about this.
Yeah. But other than that, though, yeah, like they're just like they're pretty much not doing it for the men, but like just watch it. I don't want to say anymore.
That sounds interesting, man.
It's interesting. Yeah. It's actually a lot.
Because when someone gives criticism, somebody else watches it and they're like, oh, shit. You know, they either agree with it or they disagree with it. You know, they might be listening like, oh, you know.
Nah, yeah. And it's a lot of the clips, they're kicking girls out because they're disrespecting the host.
They get emotion. They can't handle the criticism a lot of times.
No. They just, like, if it gets too disrespectful, a lot of the times the girls do get disrespectful and they cut off the host. Like, too many people are talking at once.
But they disagree. Is that a big issue? Like they disagree with what he's saying?
Yeah, disagreeing is fine.
No, that's not me. No,
disagreeing is fine. They're cool with that.
But they get offended?
No, they only get offended when they start taking it too far and start disrespecting and start like, and they call it Frank Castle. Like,
I mean the women that are there, they get offended often.
Bro, offended? That's an understatement. They go, some of the clips are
They go ape shit.
They go ape shit. And all they're telling them is like, yo, just leave.
This is a phone call or you can like see their face?
No, this is a video. The podcast is on video.
Amazing. I'm watching this. This is like Maury, but like 21st century edition. This is
best way to put it. And talking about modern relationships and all that shit. So yeah, I recommend it.
We're out here, man.
It's on YouTube and I think they do it like every night. They always have like a fresh set of girls.
Yeah.
Like and this is in Miami. This whole podcast is.
This is here.
This is here.
Oh.
Which makes it even more interesting because the girls that they have on are girls that, you've you've talked to, you've hanged out, because they're Miami girls.
Oh my god.
Some of them are from the clubs.
We got them chongas out here.
Dead ass. So I actually agree with a lot that they say though. So I want you to actually take a listen to them and like I fuck with them.
We out.
It's just gonna be funny though when we next week for sure.
Till later.
Oh, we're ending it?
I don't know. I thought that's what you were.
No. I was just saying for next week, but we could. It's up to you, bro.
I think.
Let me see where we're at with it. We're at an hour. Anything else you want to say?
I mean, the submissive shit that fucked with me when you said that. Like submissive.
Dude, you want to see a quick clip right now?
Ah, fuck it, yeah. No, because that'll we gotta
that'll,
do that.
That'll
we gotta
fuck
do
it
that
up.
next time. But I think now we should actually like let's address this shit. Like, what do you like? All right. What do you think? And I'm putting you on the fucking spot right now, Mike.
God.
So you're dealing with this. What do you think are like some of the features of the modern woman that you like and that you don't like?
Well,
just generalize, stereotype the average woman.
Okay, I got you.
Average American woman.
Well, one, I would say, first of all, if you don't have any type of following on Instagram, or if you're not like a social media guy, you're out the picture. Like let's say you're into a girl that has like 10,000 followers. That's another thing they talk about. That Instagram is like the new it's the new dating.
What, the meter? That's the meter to see like the clout. That's the because one of the things is status.
That's what I was gonna say. Most girls that look good and that are like on some like like I'd fucking demolish her walls or whatever. Those girls have like status because they look good. They have a bunch of followers. They're always getting cherished with a bunch of fucking simps in their DMs. So they go off a certain way because of how much love they're getting cherished and not a real man putting them in their place at times. They always get shit when they want because they fucking look good.
So they're spoiled.
A bunch of them are spoiled.
They're spoiled,
by just fucking attention, though.
Spoiled, right?
They're spoiled by attention. Because they have too much of it. They have fucking like 10,000 followers.
So they're getting rammed by a bunch of options.
That's another thing. They have options. You want me to, let me say one more thing that they agree with. Mm-hmm. And it's not about, they just see that this is how life works. First of all, men and women are different.
I agree.
We can agree on that. Okay, so they always say that. That's first. So second of all, they think differently.
I agree.
Third of all,
this is on average, by the way. This is not 100% of men and women are exactly 100% think this way.
Yeah, but biologically, we just think differently.
This is the average man or woman is typically different on certain things. And
everything they say, by the way, is on research. It's based on stats and everything.
Yeah, that's true.
So and then what were they gonna? I was talking about what were we just saying about? I just fucking.
Well, we were talking about how spoiled they are because of the amount of options.
What did I just say before that though? We talked about
Instagram. You were talking about
after that. I said, damn, man, I'm so fried. What was I saying, dude? Damn, dude, fuck. I'm about to just run this shit back. I forgot what I was saying. I was gonna bring something up that they always say, and I just fucking forgot.
Well, you talked about how the flowers and all that stuff bring
how they get attention,
10,000 Instagram followers or whatever.
Fuck, I was gonna say something.
What is that? Is that really?
I'm talking about on a dating thing, like.
Right.
It's obviously different when you approach a girl in person.
But is that how you typically like try? I feel like that's a bad way to get to know someone. But
that's the thing though. Social media is the new. Bro, for a girl not to have social media,
it's not that she doesn't have. It's just like it's not necessary.
But you want
a chick that's like posting every fucking day on social media. That's an attention seeker.
She doesn't have to be posting every day either.
That's an attention seeker. That's a thing, right? That's going on. And like if it's a shitload of pics of like, oh, these are my new pants. It's like you didn't put that for people to look at your pants.
I mean, obviously,
this is not a complicated thing, right?
We know this,
but this is not a. I feel like social media can create an illusion for people like us. Oftentimes, because
it does, but that's
most women that you're gonna see, are are what the algorithm is most likely to promote. And dudes get a nice little dopamine buzz every time a titty pops out.
I mean, it is what it is. There's just simps out there, bro.
That has to stop.
Men are simps nowadays, bro. And instead of simping, you gotta pimp. I think that's what they say too.
There's just a few men that are able to stick out and get their shit right together, and then there's other dudes that are left behind. But there's too many dudes in our generation that are left behind, man. When I mean left behind, like not even trying to succeed, not even trying to hustle, not trying to get anything.
Fucking imagine a girl with an OnlyFans. Like, would you even be with a girl with an OnlyFans? It's just like, what is that?
No, I wouldn't.
And who would though?
There's a lot of guys now. There's the issue is there's a lot of guys.
Simping.
There's a lot of guys like, dude, if you're in a situation where you can't get no pussy, it doesn't mean you have to, like, you know what I'm saying, like, lower your fucking
standards.
Well, if your goal is just to, like, have sex, well, that's fine.
That's there's no standards in that. You just find a hole.
But if you're trying to, you know what I mean, if you're trying to find someone, you really don't have to. You know, like, because dudes will be like with chicks that'll fucking cheat on them and fuck, like, bro, what the fuck are you doing?
Some people get stuck.
They
get lost in the sauce, bro.
You can't get lost in the sauce.
That happens frequently. First of all, once guys start getting attention by chicks, like especially the simp guys, it's like they're head over heels already. That's it.
It's an addiction already. Like,
once they start, like, feeding into you and, like, giving you a little bit of attention and saying this and that, and your fucking dick goes rocket hard because she sent a pic.
Right.
It's over with. You're head over heels, like. And I'm just saying for some guys.
You're talking about, like, chicks, like, you're talking about, like, online interactions?
I'm just talking about simps.
Yeah, but simps is like, I mean, there's dudes that just post shit on the internet just for no fucking, just because they like the pic or some shit.
I guess.
Right? But simps is like, I'm talking about, like, you're talking about, like, dudes giving chicks money for fucking OnlyFans stuff.
That's simping right there too.
Or you're talking about dudes that are in a relationship and they're like, oh, spending all their money on some fucking chick that they started dating 2 weeks ago.
I just feel like I don't get the paying for the OnlyFans thing. I mean, I feel you want to see that specific girl naked.
Listen, if you're in a relationship, you want to give people a chance, especially if it's early in the relationship. So don't fuck up like, oh, you haven't earned my trust or whatever the fuck people are. Like, dude, you've been dating for a fucking week. Give it a chance, right?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, don't be a fucking clown. All right? Don't make yourself do shit that you wouldn't want to do, right? That make you feel like you're less of a person.
For sure.
Don't let yourself be humiliated, bro. Don't be a fucking idiot.
You just need to watch those two things I told you.
People gotta respect themselves, bro.
And I feel like you're gonna have a whole new, like...
I'll come here with fucking notes.
We're gonna be ready to pod.
I'll have a fucking book ready.
Look, next pod is literally gonna be about men, modern women, and everything these guys talk about.
I'm writing that down. Shit.
Just write it down. We're going to talk about everything that you watch.
We'll be back next time.
Yes, fellas and ladies.
Peace.
Peace.